See you. Good. Thank you for that wonderful introduction, and I'm gonna have to get on to Chris Jans to calm it down a little bit with all these hole-in-ones. But no, first and foremost, thank you, everyone being here. It's an honor to be here again in my 4th year here at Mississippi State, Hill State. And I first want to acknowledge the new format this year with the men and women's basketball media on the same day. It's great to see some familiar faces and look forward to meeting some new media members who are here today. With that being said, let's talk about this year's team and our team identity word for the year, drive. To understand the energy of our program has right now for that word, let's understand where we've been before we talk about where we're going. First and foremost, our Mississippi State women's basketball fans. 10 straight top 25 finishes in attendance, one of only 11 programs in the nation to be in the top 25 for 10 straight years. So when you put on that uniform at Mississippi State, it means something. We have a fan base who spends their hard work and money to watch us play, and we don't take that lightly. Our fans drive from all over to watch us play, and we can't thank you enough. Second, we are a proven program in this league. 3 straight top 20 win seasons in 3 years. 3 postseason tournaments, multiple NCAA tournament wins, and a top 10 recruiting class last year that finished second best in program history. That drive will not stop. Third is competition. I stand before you today in the best league in women's basketball. Last year, we had a record 10 teams make the NCAA tournament, and I'm very proud of my team last year, who took down a really good Cal team in the first round, who, by the way, was ranked in the top 25 for 8 weeks, and we were never placed in the top 25 all year. Again, it's credit to this league. And now, when you look at some of the top 25 preseason poll teams this year, you have 5 out of 10 who are in the country from the SEC. Boy, I love it. Now, with the amount of high school All-Americans, top transfers in the country, and the addition of new head coaches in the SEC with proven winning experience, you better have a serious drive to bring it every night and compete, or you will get embarrassed. Our program understands the challenges with a new set of players, and we are excited about our opportunity. The drive they have already shown me in the community, the classroom, and on the court is going to make for an exciting season. Why not us? Let's dance.
Thank you, Coach. If you have a question, Emma and Lorna have microphones. We'll bring it to you. We're going to start, Lorna, in the very back right.
Coach Carlos Garcia, 16 WAPT. You know, in your first year, seven new players. Last year, 11 new players. With the college landscape world now and NIL and the transfer portal, how do you feel like you've been able to succeed with having basically a new roster year in and year out?
Yeah, great question. First and foremost, it's simple. In our profession, it's about relationships. So no matter what the turnover may be, you got to connect to the players that you have, and when you connect, you can make special moments, and that's what I'm most proud of going in my 4th year here at Mississippi State, is those moments that we were able to connect, but also at the same time make history.
Okay, we'll go stay in the back row right there.
Jacob Bain, Jeanswear.com. Coach, you got another international transfer this offseason. What can people expect to see from Favor this season?
I call it the ooh-wee effect. The young lady is special. Let's first and foremost talk about her journey. From Africa, all right, and went a unique path. 2 years already. She's actually a college transfer. They have a program where they're allowed to attend college in Japan. So we were able to have a young lady who lived in Africa, went to school and college in Japan, and then now here is in Starkville, Mississippi, who I can't wait for all the media and our fans to meet this young lady. There's a joy about her when she walks in the room and a smile, but outside of her joy and her smile, there's an energy that our fan base, and most importantly, our opponents are really going to learn very quickly, that is high motor, that is high energy. She is special. Her name is Favor, but most importantly, she's a favor to me, and we're blessed to have her this year.
Okay, we'll get a microphone here to the center.
Wilson Jackson, the next basketball. How you doing, Coach?
Good to see you.
I want to ask you about two of your transfers, Carissa Richardson and Sanaya King. Had a chance to watch Sanaya King a lot when she was at Howard, did some phenomenal things. And,
Yeah.
of course, Carissa Richardson came off the bench at Ole Miss last year. What are you hoping that the two of them will bring to the program?
Well, I hope they bring a lot. And I know they're going to bring a lot. First of all, let's talk about Sanaya King, sophomore, dog, okay, from Howard. All right, great coaching, was MEAC freshman of the year. Now, the best thing in life is opportunity. And boy, does she have an opportunity to dance in the SEC on the big stage. And she's going to do it. And the reason I know she's going to do it is because what she did in the weight room this summer. She's one of the first in every conditioning test. She's one of my strongest players, but also this year I have a board of directors from a leadership standpoint, and her entire team voted for her. So when you start off like that, success is going to follow. And we're going to put a lot on her shoulders as the point guard and the leader, and she's embraced our relationship and how she needs to be an extension of me, and I can't wait for that opportunity. And then Carissa Richardson, this one's easy, all right? A lot of people in college athletics are, when a kid goes in the portal, you're pulling up film unless you played them. I played her, all right? Her whole entire SEC career. She obviously started off at Auburn, and then went to Ole Miss, so she comes from great coaching, great winning programs, and the biggest thing, again, for her, just like Sanaya, is opportunity. And her opportunity looks a little bit different from Sanaya, who was freshman of the year. Her opportunity, she just had great players in front of her. And so for me, she's going to have a large role. For those fans who are well-knowledge in women's basketball, I give her a comparison of Maisha Hines-Allen, who plays in the WNBA, an absolute dog. And we're thankful that she's a Mississippi State Bulldog.
We have another question over here on the right.
Hey, Sam. Colin Dams from the Commercial Dispatch. You've had a lot of roster turnover each year, but you've also had the continuity throughout your time at Mississippi State with Jerkayla Jordan. How much have you leaned on, that experience coming back every year, and then again this year with players like Destiny and Chandler?
Yeah, I think that's a double-edged sword. I'm going to take my side, because obviously I'm living it. Right now in coaching, okay, you can have return experience. But you know what return experience sometimes does for you? You get blah. You get stagnant, right? Because you just think what happened last year is going to happen again. I absolutely love the challenge that is ahead of me, getting an entire new roster that, you know what, every day we show up in practice, it means something, right? We know we have to get better. We know we have to fail, but most importantly, we know we have to get to know each other. And those are the best teams that I've been fortunate to be part of who make special runs because they got to have a dog mentality, and that's the group that I love right now. They're dogs. We know our back's against the wall, and especially, like I started in my opening statement, 5 out of the top 10 teams in the country are from the SEC. Nobody's talking about us. Nobody is considering us. They did it last year and do it again. Because when you do that, all you do is fuel fire for my team, and most importantly, you give us a chip, and that's the best thing a head coach can ask for.
Coach, we'll go back the backhand side, right hand.
Coach, one more time at the back. One of the challenges with a new roster is, kind of, you just alluded to it, having that underdog mentality. You guys were finished 10th in the SEC. What are you telling your girls about, kind of the preseason chatter, and how do they use that to fuel the fire for the rest of the year?
I tell them this right here, bring it. I love it, right? Best thing about life is reality, right? This is what people are saying, right? If you all get to know my young women, boy, do I have some beautiful stories this year. I've got a lot of transfers that, you know what? They had that one game that was special, but now you're gonna have plenty of games. I've got young ladies who haven't danced on the big stage that is dying to compete in the toughest league in the country. But most importantly, which I'm the most excited about, is I got a group of young women that want to get to March. So we share those stories. We're very upfront and honest on the front end of, okay, here's our weaknesses, but let's turn them into strengths. And again, like I answered the other question, you couldn't ask for a better situation as a head coach, because that's only making us stronger. And we got to fail fast and learn quick, and we're doing that. And when you have that kind of mentality, our focus is just trying to go 1-0. Let's beat Davidson. If we go 1-0, who's the next opponent? And when you do that, you can have a successful season.
If you have a question, raise your hand. Coach Purcell, thank you for your time this morning.
All right, thank you, everybody.